Picture a man, 10,000 years ago, crouched under a large, confused animal. He looks at the dangly bits underneath it, and he thinks, I'm going to squeeze those, and then I'm going to drink whatever comes out. This man is a genius. This man is also an absolute lunatic, and he is not alone. Everything you ate today exists because thousands of years ago, somebody insane tried it first. The milk, the fire-cooked meat, the raw fish, the mushroom that didn't kill them. Some of them became legends. A lot of them died horribly. This is the story of the bravest idiots in human history. And spoiler, we owe them everything. Okay, the milk thing. We need to talk about it, because it makes no sense. Cows were domesticated around 10,500 years ago. Fine, reasonable. We wanted them for meat and for pulling stuff. Logical. But somewhere along the way, one guy looked at this animal and went a completely different direction. Think about what he had to overcome, mentally. Nobody had ever drunk milk before. There was no concept of it. He saw a baby cow drinking from its mom and decided he wanted in on that. He looked at a calf's lunch and said, "Mine now." And here's the part that should genuinely amaze you. For most of human history, drinking milk would make you violently sick. Babies could digest milk. Adults? Their bodies switched that ability off after childhood. So the first adults to drink it, they were basically gambling with their guts. But over thousands of years in herding cultures, something incredible happened. A mutation spread, a genetic glitch that let adults keep digesting milk for life. We call it lactase persistence, and it spread fast, one of the strongest, quickest changes in all of human evolution. Think about that. Drinking milk was so useful that our actual DNA rewrote itself to keep the party going. All because one weirdo refused to mind his own business around a cow. But milk is easy mode, because at least the cow wasn't trying to kill him. Some of the first foods actually fought back. Here's a fun fact that's also deeply dark. Half of what your ancestors found in nature could kill them. Berries, roots, mushrooms, leaves. Some are food, some are dinner. Some shut down your liver in 48 hours. And there was no label, no Google, no nothing. There was just one method, and it was horrifying. It went like this. Someone ate the new thing, and then everyone watched. If he was fine, great, new food, write it down. Except they couldn't write, so just remember it. If he started foaming, well, now you know. That guy didn't die for nothing. He died for the menu. This is the part people don't appreciate. Every safe food we have was paid for, in advance, by someone. The bitter taste you hate? That's not random. Your tongue evolved to flag bitter as danger because bitter often meant poison. You're literally wearing the survival instincts of people who guessed wrong. And it gets weirder. Some foods are poisonous, and we eat them anyway. Cassava, a root that feeds millions, contains cyanide if you prepare it wrong, which means somewhere, some genius figured out the exact multi-step process to detox it. Soak it, grind it, ferment it, dry it. Get one step wrong, and you're poisoned. How many people died perfecting that recipe? We'll never know. But somebody cracked it, and then taught everybody else. Now hold that thought. Who would eat something this dangerous? Because we're about to walk into the ocean and eat it raw. Let's go to the coast, and let's talk about the bravest eaters of all. Picture the first person to look at the sea and get hungry. The ocean is cold, salty, and full of things with too many legs. And our ancestor looked at all of it and thought, yeah, food. Start with the oyster. Really look at an oyster. It's a rock. You crack it open and inside is a gray, glistening thing. It does not look like food. It looks like the ocean sneezed and someone slurped it down raw and went again. But the real daredevils, the ones eating raw fish. Because raw fish is a gamble. Get a bad one and you've got parasites, worms, living in you, the kind that end careers. So how did raw fish become a delicacy instead of a death sentence? The answer is patience, and rules paid for in suffering. Coastal cultures learned which fish, which season, how fresh, how cold. Sushi itself started as a preservation trick. Pack fish in fermented rice to keep it from rotting. The rice was garbage you threw away. The fish was the prize. It took centuries to evolve into the fresh fish on rice we know today. So the next time you enjoy a nice piece of salmon, remember it sits on a mountain of trial, error, and very unlucky early adopters. They didn't have food safety guidelines. They were the food safety guidelines. So that's the brave eaters, the milk squeezer, the berry gambler, the guy who looked at an oyster and said, "Down the hatch." They risked everything just to expand the menu, and we're still eating off their courage today. But these are just the brave ones. We haven't even gotten to the lucky ones yet. The guy who walked toward fire, the first person to cook, the one who left grain out in the rain and accidentally invented beer. Those stories are coming, so subscribe, because there's a whole lot more Who was the first idiot to try that on the way. Tell me in the comments, which of these brave idiots would you never have the guts to be? Personally, I'm not touching the raw oyster guy's job. I'll see you in the next one.